Hello, welcome to Biography TV. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss our next video. Biography of André Ntsatouabantou Milongo. André Ntsatouabantou Milongo was a Congolese politician who led the country as prime minister during a period of transition from a one-party state to multi-party democracy in 1992. He founded and led the political party Union for Democracy and the Republic and also served as the president of the National Assembly. Milongo was born in a small village in the Boko district of Pool region of the Republic of Congo on the 20th of October 1935. His parents were from the Lari ethnic group. He received primary and secondary education, going all the way to earn a master's degree in law from the University of Nancy in France. He also studied at the École Nationale d'Administration (ENA) in Paris, graduating in 1964. In the same 1964, Milongo began his professional career as the National Treasurer of the Republic of Congo. He was the first person to hold that position in the newly independent country. He was there for 5 years and was responsible for managing the country's public funds. In 1969, he became the Director of Foreign Investment while also serving as economic advisor in the government of Marian Ngwabi. Milongo married his sweetheart, Ndambo Marie-Thérèse Laurentine, on the 4th of February 1967, and the union produced 7 children. Having excelled at his job in Congo, in 1976, he got an international appointment on the Board of Governors at the African Development Bank in the Ivory Coast. In this position, he represented 8 countries including Congo, Benin, Cameroon, Niger, Côte d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, and Mauritania. After serving in that capacity for 7 years, he got an even bigger appointment by being elected to the Board of Governors at the World Bank in Washington, D.C. in 1983. Milongo also served there for 7 years until 1990. In the early 1990s, the Republic of the Congo was faced with tough economic problems because of the collapse of the Soviet Union, which was a major source of financial support. A sovereign national conference was organized as part of measures to come up with solutions to the nation's problems. At the end of the conference in 1991, Milongo was chosen as Prime Minister on the 8th of June to lead the country's transition process towards multi-party politics. He was given full executive powers, while the president, Sassou Nguesso, was merely a figurehead for that period. Milongo was also assigned the positions of Minister of Defense and Minister of Mines and Energy. In 1992, tension began to build between the government and the army, with the latter accusing members of Milongo's government of spreading rumors that the army was plotting a coup. They claimed this was an attempt by Milongo to take over the army. This resulted into a serious crisis that led to soldiers shooting and killing several supporters of Milongo. They took control of the airport and the radio station and demanded the resignation of Milongo. He was forced to hide and ask for international help. Finally, relative peace returned, enough for presidential elections to hold in August. When multi-party presidential elections held in August 1992, Milongo ran as one of the presidential candidates under the party he founded, the Union for Democracy and the Republic (UDR), but finished fourth with 10.18% of the vote. Later that month, on the 31st of August, the transitional period ended with the swearing-in of Pascal Lissouba, who emerged winner of the elections. He took part in the parliamentary elections in 1993 and was elected to the National Assembly. In June that year, he became the president of the National Assembly, holding that position until 1997. During the political violence that occurred in 1993, It was at his call that a ceasefire was obtained from the fighting parties of President Pascal Lissouba and opposition leader Bernard Colelas. In 2001, a coalition of political parties under the name of Alliance for Democracy and Progress (ADP) chose Milongo as their presidential candidate for the presidential elections scheduled for the following year. However, just 2 days to the elections, he withdrew his candidacy, claiming the elections were already rigged by the incumbent president, Sassou Nguesso. He then stood for the parliamentary elections in 2002 and was elected to the National Assembly. When he ran for re-election in 2007, he was defeated in the first round of voting. And as if that was not enough, still in 2007, Milongo suffered the ultimate loss of his life in a Paris hospital on the 23rd of July at the age of 71. A lying-in-state ceremony was observed for him at the Parliament building, where tributes were paid to him by high-ranking politicians and government officials. During the ceremony, President Sassou Nguesso conferred a posthumous high honor on him before he was buried at his residence on the 20th of August. What have we missed out of this biography of Milongo? Let's know in the comment section. Will it be ridiculous to subscribe to our channel? If no, please like this video, share, and subscribe to our channel.